Okay, so here we are today at Hawks Haven, and we are with Corey McGee.
McKee.
McKee?
Yes.
I'm
okay.
sorry.
It's okay.
McKee. And we're experiencing like a monk's ritual, you know, one that connects us with our right now moment, and an expression of how we do things is sometimes as important as what we do, right?
100%.
So, anyway, we'll center ourselves by, sitting comfortably, your hands upturned, breathing in through your nose, all the way into your belly, filling into the chest, and releasing effortlessly through your mouth. Feeling the wind, present in the right now moment. No worries of the outside world, no concerns of yesterday or tomorrow. Right here, right now. Nature's thriving, the earth is doing just as it's supposed to do. And when we find that right now moment, everything is perfect. Everything is growth. It's where we come together. It's how we build what we want to build. We relax our body, breathe in through our nose, letting out of our mouth. Now we're in the centered moment. We're right now, right here, ready to experience growth in ways that we've never imagined possible without even having to go to the gym. Gyms are great for helping people, right?
Absolutely.
And nature is too. So we're gonna learn another way. And so, you like planking?
Let's do it.
Okay. So, from a planking position, we watch out for any things that we don't want to grab, but we grab the grass like the goat would, but I don't let the goats up here because they will just eat everything.
Right.
And so we take from our planking positions, we grab some grass, we put it in our bucket.
And should this be over there, or where is it?
Wherever you can reach to.
Okay.
It's kind of like a game of Twister, where you can change your planking positions however you want, whenever you want, and any way that you want. But what we're doing is we're creating a pathway, one that we like to walk on. And so like the little rocks like this, they get thrown over there, because that's a better place for them. And if you're ever feeling the desire to take a knee, you put a knee down and you're minimizing your leveraging, and so then it lasts longer, right?
How far are we supposed to throw those rocks?
Yeah, just over in that walkway area is perfect. And remember to balance. So if we spend time on one side, we spend time on the other. And if we reach all the way back to this back section, we do it on the other side too. And we grab something that's over there that we don't want to walk on, something we don't want our pathway of life.
Yeah, this is difficult.
Right? It's awesome though, right? Because it's
awesome.
a lot of core fitness. So you're trying to keep your core tight while you're doing this too.
Absolutely.
Okay. And you want to keep your core tight and your focus, and you want to keep your breathing going, just like I showed you a minute ago.
Absolutely.
So we breathe in through our nose, and we breathe out through our mouth. And we focus on that. And you keep that breath sequence just where you need to be. It's okay. Keep yourself under as much tension as you can without failure. And it's okay.
Right, yeah. Whew, that is tough. You have an insane core strength.
And when you want to increase intensity, you start working your hands all the way out.
Woo!
And you come all the way up onto your toes.
Oh, for the love. Wow. Wow.
Breathe. You gotta remember to breathe. That's where the breath is. That's where your power is. Power is in the breath. As we breathe in, it gives us life. As we breathe in, it gives us life. If we breathe out and we don't breathe in again, it takes our life.
Right.
Right?
Absolutely.
So breath is the foundation.
Oh my goodness.
Okay? So then we just do like this. Camel pose, so we're going to come all the way up on our knees. Is that okay with you?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Bring our hands all the way forward. Pushing them all the way out. Breathing in deep. Relaxing. Breathing in deep. And relaxing. Breathing in deep. And relaxing. Bring your hands down. Shaking out a little bit. Just sit here, feel that balance. You feel your heartbeat?
Yes.
You're aware of it. Try to find the point between those. It's really fast. It's really fast. Try to find that point though. Hold on to it. Planking gets our energy flowing. Breath management oxygenates our body. Right? So now we'll do a few stretches to really open up our backs because we really tighten up our abdominals, and so we need to compensatory stretching and movement, right, for our muscles.
Okay.
So you come down, try to just push as far down as you can, or you can grab the backs of your ankles and just kind of pull down, really opening that lower section of your back right in here. Okay. Breathing deeply. Now slowly and intentionally coming up. Bringing your hands all the way up. Look at it, Dustin.
Oh, wow.
And reaching all the way up, coming all the way in on your toes. Okay. And then. Alright. So now, because I don't let the goats up here, we take this down to the goats.
Okay.
Okay, so then we do this as a aerobic activity of running.
I'm coming.
Well, let me get this on a better angle here. Okay.
We got this. We got this.
Alright. I need like a selfie stick, I think, but,
Yeah.
but then I'd forget where I put it.
It works. Okay.
Alright, and then we feed it to the goats.
Where's he at? Where's he?
Goats! Come here, goats!
Oh, there they are. I see him. I don't have very much. There's
It's okay.
There's only a little bit. Oh, there they come.
There's a baby goat out there
Come
too.
on, babies. Oh, there's a baby.
It's there's one that's really little. He's not come out yet. Another
Uh-huh.
dust devil. And we feed them some grass.
All right.
And we remember to breathe.
Right. I'm already. I'm still a lot of breath.
And we can put our buckets down for now.
Oh. So cute, the baby. I want to see where the little one is.
We'll go find it in a little bit. Using assignment, focus on your breath. Because this is the lull between the reps.
Yes. Yes. That's the one thing that I need to really focus on is my breath.
That breath brings you to that right now moment. And that right now moment is where you have power to express to the world everything you are. All of your accumulations. It's your power. That feels good, huh? Right?
It's really good, yeah.
Okay.
Feels
Feel
really
good enough for another wind sprint?
Sure, let's do it.
Okay, so we're going back up this hill.
Okay.
Going up this hill to the right. We're going up there. We're going in front of that van. And we're going all the way across over there.
All right, I'll follow your lead.
Okay.
All right.
Well. It's how nature trains. The nature trains. Nature trains in wind sprints.
Yeah.
Like the cheetah that promotes. You're a tiger. This is awesome, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it feels good.
Good.
Feels
All
good.
right. So here, we're going to recognize a little something that sometimes happens even in societies. Sometimes accumulations happen in one place, and so they become toxic.
Okay.
They become toxic to everyone.
Yeah.
Like Sunnyside has poop.
Right.
Right?
Right.
They have a lot of poop, and they have it in one spot. And so everybody that drives by Sunnyside says, they got a lot of poop and it stinks.
Yeah.
But when that poop gets spread out along the land, it wouldn't be so bad because it would be providing nutrients.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
So like these are bags of leaves that I picked up years ago.
Okay.
And they became accumulations to one spot.
Mm.
So what we do is we spread them back out, and it benefits everything. Because right here, they're not really doing much.
No, they just get moldy.
Right? But the ones where there's only a little bit of leaves everywhere, those provide the shade to the ground without choking it out. And so we take that, and we get back into planking. But we can also get into stretching, so you don't have to be planked.
Okay.
Let's do that instead, partner.
Okay, let's do that instead. That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
So if you want to,
okay, just
you
straddle.
go about right there.
Okay.
And I'll go about right here.
Okay.
Let me see if we're framed well, so everybody's going to enjoy this.
Yeah.
Okay, and we were even out of the picture.
Oh, we were?
Yeah, so.
Okay, well.
Sorry,
you know.
people, we're not. I'm not a professional photographer. Corey, on the other hand, is.
It's fun. All right.
Okay, so you're gonna stretch out as far as you're comfortable
Okay.
because you're going to be going in lots of different directions.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah.
So from here, we'll just reach out and down.
Okay.
We're getting grounded. We're grabbing up the nutrients that are available right here.
Okay.
And then we're throwing them as far in one direction as you can or another. So you're going to extend your body out as far as you can.
Okay.
And really kind of dropping down and reaching out.
Okay.
And then if you just drop down, then go to the other side and bring it out like this.
I gotcha.
Okay. So we're covering as much area as we can, leaving our feet in one spot.
Okay.
And as creatively as you can do it. So like if it's maybe all the way turning around this way, and then that's good. But then do it the other way too.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. That's good.
And then if you're in like that position for a minute and you're like, I want to explore that for a moment. We're not getting paid by the hour.
Right.
Right? So, and we're not paying by the hour. So we can. You know, like I get there, I'm like, oh man, that feels really good, but I'm not going to be as productive with getting these moved. But if I bring my hands down and I really explore dropping into that, that's going to be like, okay, that's a good opportunity. And then just whatever we do on one side, we do on the other
side.
Yeah.
Right.
And so we're creating balance.
Absolutely.
And strength and intention. We're doing it slowly so we don't have momentum carrying us into injury.
Right.
And we're exploring that whole muscle length. So like if you just come down to like an expanded chair pose.
Okay.
For a little, you know, you start to feel you're like, okay, that's muscles that I'm not normally experiencing on a static level, right?
Right.
Normally we're moving through them.
Right, but not static.
But not steady in it.
Right.
And when you get tired, you start breathing, and it's delivering oxygen to them, right? And we can hold it longer.
Right. That makes sense.
See, here's some proof that this came from the town. Sometimes car parts find their way into the leaves.
Right.
So that will go up in the recycling bin.
Nice.
Or maybe it's an art project.
Maybe.
All the things that I've found.
There's so many options.
In the leaves. Yep.
Wow.
And remembering to take nice deep breaths. And we're balancing. Maybe doing a back bend.
Oh, for the
See
love.
how far you can go.
Oh, sure. No, I don't. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know.
It's fun. You know?
Whoa. Okay. I don't know about that.
Vertigo.
I know. I'm like, I haven't done that since I was a kid, actually. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's
Oh my
fun
hell.
to explore
Wow.
our bodies.
Let me.
So I call this
Woo!
play. This is play yoga.
Yeah.
Pixelated landscape and life shaping and yoga.
Nice.
So we're incorporating flow, movement, asanas, the postures. We're including aerobic and anaerobic.
Yeah.
Because then we can start exploring some strength training stuff, using the ground as the source of our incline or decline to it.
Yes. Yes,
So.
that makes sense.
This almost represents our this is like our global economy.
Oh, hell.
You know, dollars aren't really worth much more than this, except people
Right.
believe it, you know? You could probably wipe better with a leaf than you could a dollar, too.
That's it. Yeah, 100%.
See, and now we've just solved a major, catastrophe of the world, where we had localized assets not benefiting the many.
Right.
And we dispersed them.
Let me disperse it.
Because somebody just went around, they raked them all up, into one spot. That's like playing the game Monopoly, right?
Right.
Everybody's raking up everybody else's money.
Yes. No, that's accurate. All right.
So what are you ready for now? Ready for another burst of energy?
Okay.
All right. So now we go this way.
Okay.
Okay, being careful coming down the hill.
Okay.
Whew. That's an ankle twister if you're not careful.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Got it. Yeah.
Okay, here we come to one of the first features of Hawks Haven, which is a catch basin that catches water.
Yes.
And it's representing how sometimes we hold on to things, but it's not lined, so it just gets to go down in the ground where it's most beneficial.
Yeah.
Right? So,
Makes sense.
then we come this way. And sometimes we realize nature.
Deep breaths, Rob.
Yep, deep breaths.
Deep breaths, Rob. Take deep breaths. Come on now. I know. I feel the same.
So now, instead of if we want to grow a bunch of trees here, you got trees going all the way through here. So instead of taking water to every one of them, carrying it, we let nature's laws of gravity. So we water in this spot right here, and it just localizes our intention all the way down to all the trees.
Oh, wow.
And so it simplifies things when we align ourselves with nature.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
No, that makes 100% sense, yeah.
And so all this landscape has been designed in a way that you can water from one area, and then aqueducts carry it back and forth across the land, watering the trees, taking care of hydrating the soil.
It's amazing.
Yeah. It's
amazing.
Permaculture.
Yeah.
Permanent culture.
Yeah.
And when you plant foods, well then you've got a landscape that's providing your whole living, basically.
Yeah.
And how is that mustard and onion that you had earlier?
Incredible.
Right?
Amazing.
Yeah, life energy.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, it was, I want to have that all the time. Like, I wish, because I don't grow my own food, and so.
Right. Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Right?
Not yet.
Yet is the most powerful word in our one of them.
Yes.
In our experience, because if we say something that we don't know how to do, or we haven't yet acquired, but we say yet, that opens up that opportunity for it to come.
Right.
And it will.
Yes.
Because I didn't grow my own food until I started growing my own food.
Right.
You know?
Right. That's how it works.
Yeah, exactly. And
that's funny.
And now I've just learned ways from other people to do it pretty efficiently.
Yeah.
And when we have that really life-rich food available to us, well,
it's amazing.
That's freedom.
It is freedom.
Yeah.
It's freedom. It's incredible. It's a beautiful day today. My goodness. Such a beautiful day. This is so fun.
I love it, huh?
Yeah, this
it's
is
very
great.
peaceful.
It's so peaceful up here. So peaceful.
So this is the gym today.
Yes. Since we're all in freaking lockdown, quarantine.
Right.
For me, the gym was everything, and so for you, this is your gym, which is just the best. It is freedom. That's what it is. It's freedom, and you get to grow your own food. You get to have the land as your gym.
Yeah. And this land was cheaper than most people pay for just a little corner lot.
Right. Right.
And
yeah.
I think we should have learned from the Flintstones.
Yeah.
You know, the Flintstones had these rock houses that they didn't really even have to pay to live in.
Right.
He worked at the quarry, but I never saw him working much.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, right.
A couple hours here and there, so they can go to the grocery store and get some items that they
Right,
want.
which is fantastic.
Yeah.
If you can live that way, that's just.
Well, their houses didn't burn down either.
Right, because they were made out of rock.
Right. Grandpa Fred Flintstone probably built it.
Right.
You know? And but yeah, and Bam Bam and Pebbles probably would never even have to pay for a mortgage.
Right. Which is so. Yeah, we get so caught up in what the norm is, like
Right.
and it's destructive.
Yeah, I think so.
It's really destructive.
You know, we've been advertised a way of being, and if it was working for everybody, I'd say go for it. You know, because if it's promoting your health, your happiness, your joy, your vitality.
Right. Oh, absolutely.
Then that's the way to do it.
But most people are not that way.
They're not.
Most people are caught up in the rat race, and they're miserable for the rest of their lives, and they wait till they're 65 to retire,
Right.
and then most of them die. A lot of people die before that, or will
Heart
die.
disease.
Right.
And all these
so
things.
they can't even enjoy life ever.
Right.
They just.
Yeah. So I retired at 40, and I maintain a stress-free life.
Yeah.
And with that stress-free life, I haven't been sick, and I don't experience struggle anymore.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what, you know, life, living that standard American dream can promote, is struggle.
Right.
You know,
But that's
it's
why I
hard.
admire you so much, is that you have taken the road that's less traveled.
Right.
But that leads to happiness for you, and I think that
For me. And it's
for
going
you,
to be
and
different
it's
for everybody.
For everybody, but
Yeah.
but the more we get connected with nature, and the more that we get connected, really, to ourselves,
Yeah.
like who are we, and really reevaluate that and reassess that. Then we can be like, then we can assess what's in our life, like who's in our life, what are we bringing in our life, what are we listening to, what are we doing? Is this, like, most people spend, what is it, 40, 50 years of their life doing a job they hate.
Right. Yeah.
Because to get money.
To hand over, to keep handing over,
To keep
handing
paying.
over,
Right.
and those
It's
rocks
just-
are cheap.
Right.
I got land full of rocks,
Right.
and there's lots of ways that we can even be using resources that are being thrown away in the community
Yeah.
to build homes. You know, earth
Yeah.
ships are amazing. I mean, they're like built right into the ground. They're self-heating and cooling.
But you have a work ethic that I don't know if most people have either. I think that that's another thing, is that you have to have that work ethic, and you have to have that desire to, because, and I'm just speaking from experience, I like convenience, you know what I mean?
Sure.
But I like hard work too.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not afraid of hard work, and so, but it's really that mind shift. It's like, okay, well, what really truly brings happiness?
Well, what
And
if you could have every convenience just by working for yourself, establishing certain ways of being,
Oh, I love that.
instead of the other possibility is seeking it outside. You know, because when we seek it outside, we're always looking for it, right? And so if we're able to build that experience where we're not dependent upon working to hand it over to somebody else,
100%. Yeah.
well, then your time is all yours, and there's a certain level that you come into that you're like, holy shit, you know what?
Right.
I did this.
Right.
I made my life exactly the way I want it
That
to be.
accomplishment, that feeling is just, it's the best feeling.
Right.
It is the best
Yeah.
feeling. Yeah, that's why I love coming up here, though. This is just, it is so peaceful up here. And this view, though, is just unreal. It's just, I mean, I love it. I think it's beautiful. It's just, you take a step back, like, from all the craziness. It's just amazing.
And land out in the county is a lot less expensive.
Yeah.
You know, it just takes being. I think there's an owl. right
Oh.
there. There's a bunch of little, what do they call them, fledglings? Little
Oh,
baby
okay.
owls.
Yeah.
Over
I
in
know
that
they are.
tree
Yeah.
over there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, you were gonna say it probably. I don't know what you were gonna say, but it does take resourcefulness.
Oh, it does. Yeah.
It takes resourcefulness and being able to maybe step out of, like, just what's normal, and just.
I'm not normal.
Well, me neither. I'm not normal
Yeah,
either,
yeah.
which I don't ever want to be normal.
And
I don't think I could be normal. But,
It's like a game that I play.
yeah.
I look at every liability,
Mm.
and I see how can that become an asset.
Yeah.
And so that takes us to our next wind sprint.
Let's do it.
Okay, you ready?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay.
and they run with
The
me.
goats are running.
Okay, so this is
Oh,
a
we get to feed-
demonstration of
Oh yes.
the waste of our society.
Do we get to feed the goats?
Yeah, yep,
Okay,
we
good.
can feed the goats.
Love it. Yeah.
And so let's set the camera up here.
Yeah, this is unreal. The waste that is in the, like just even in the grocery stores.
Right?
This is from the grocery stores.
Yeah, exactly. And so I'm gonna go down here.
Okay, where would you like? Are we using this first and then?
If you want to pick up anything from there, we'll just try to throw it all right on this mound so
All
they
right,
can
yeah.
watch the goats. So these are apples that were either too big or too small to be sold in the store.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with a lot of them except the size. Oh, be careful! Make sure you step on the boxes.
Oh, on
It's
the
like
boxes.
this is like 7 feet deep
Oh, okay.
of
I'm
this
gonna.
material.
Okay.
So
we.
SOS. Have me helping you pull up.
I know. I'm like sunk to my knees. That would be great. Okay.
So and then this is another opportunity of avoiding the stuff by actually, like stretching, finding the good apples, and we toss them over the fence.
Okay.
And if you're doing it one way, it's a good way to try to balance it out again.
So because a lot of them are mushy though.
Oh, well, they've been out here for a week and a half.
So I mean, don't throw those ones
Oh,
over.
no, they'll like it too.
They'll be
It's
okay.
just like applesauce.
Oh, I got you. Okay, I see what you're saying.
And one year,
What about these? These are potato.
that's ginger, I think,
Or
there.
ginger? Oh.
One year I gave a bunch of apples that were.
Oh, sorry. Shoot.
I gave a bunch of apples to this one goat, and they were a little ripe like this. Well, I came home, I thought
Yeah.
she was dead. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh.
My big diesel truck was like rumbling right next to
Right?
her, just laying there. And I got out, I touched her, she jumped up like a
Oh.
drunk.
Oh.
She looks up, the sun's not there anymore, it's way over there, and she's like, what the hell's going on? She passed out drunk.
Yeah.
So,
That is awesome. That is funny.
hey,
Oh.
hey James, we're rolling video right now.
What's that?
We're rolling video right now. So, but yeah, so when they get to be ripe, they're like basically the fermentation process. They're like a whiskey apple.
Yeah.
So.
He brought you some bread.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Oh, that's hilarious. So the goat was drunk.
Yeah, girl was drunk. She got up and she's like, woo!
Woo!
Yeah,
What
and she's like, man, that was right on. Thank you, dude.
That's hilarious. That's so good. All right. I love when we get to feed the goats. This is fun.
Well, and it's something that, like when I was a kid, we didn't have any goats. You know, we got most of our stuff in the store.
Yeah.
But I mean, like that goat right there,
Yeah.
those udders, they're full of milk.
Oh, okay.
You know, and so I mean, if I wanted milk or if I wanted to make cheese,
Right.
I'd say, come here, mama goat. Here's
Yes.
an apple, and then I get the milk.
Oh,
and I
yeah,
make
yeah,
it
yeah.
into cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Where's the baby one?
We probably have to go inside to find that one. It hides a lot because there's the owls,
Oh.
hawks, ravens, coyotes. So it hides a lot.
Oh,
But
yeah, be safe. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm nailing the goats every freaking time.
they
Sorry.
think it's a gift
Shit.
from God.
Hell.
They think it's a gift from God. Food's falling from the sky right now.
Ooh, that hurts. There's like.
Oh yeah, watch out for these ones. These are like a
Shit.
thistle branch.
Yeah, that hurts.
Super flammable too.
Like, I don't know if it got stuck in my finger or what happened, but well. Okay.
All right. Alright, so our final part of this little journey,
Okay.
you going to do is a wind sprint all the way up to the top,
Okay.
and then we'll end in a meditation as well.
I love it.
Okay?
I love it. You didn't destroy me this time. I was really excited about that. Like, because I'm like, my body hasn't been moving that much for the last few weeks because I've been sick. So, and
well, we're going to be getting rid of that. So,
yeah.
Okay, so you ready?
Yeah. Okay.
This is basically, so we're going to just go up that way, all the way around, up to about. Oh wait, no, I even have a better place.
Okay.
Okay. This is the stair climber.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Okay. Let's
All right.
stair climber. I like stair climbers.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. We're good. We're good.
All right. And now.
I so love this, man. It's so dope.
Now we come right here, and we'll be sitting right in front of it here.
All right.
Perfect.
Is this okay?
Yep.
All right.
This is some rhubarb that I planted yesterday.
Really?
There, here, and here.
Wow.
And so this is going to become like a rhubarb patch.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice. And what do you do with rhubarb?
I usually give it away.
Okay.
I like my plant that's over that way.
Uh-huh.
It grew huge. I mean, the leaves were like this big around.
Yeah.
Stalks on them are like this.
Wow.
And yeah, I gave all that away. I bet you it was 40 or 60 pounds worth of rhubarb. I mean, it was
That's
like
unreal.
a bundle like this big.
I like rhubarb pie, but that you have to like
Yeah.
so much sugar. I use maple syrup, but still.
Honey's good one too.
Yeah.
Maple syrup's good too.
Yeah.
Tree blood.
Yeah. So good. So yummy.
So after we work out, life is all about frequency. Sometimes we're surging forward. Sometimes we're relaxing. Sometimes we're awake. Sometimes we're asleep. We breathe in, we get a breath, holding on to it for a moment, appreciating it, and letting it go effortlessly. Nice deep breathing. Slow your breath as best you can. Wiggle your toes for a moment, relax your feet. Relax your ankles, calves, knees, thighs. Finding that balance point in your hips, trusting in your foundation. Wiggling your fingers for a moment. Relaxing your hands, placing them palm up. Touching your thumb to your forefinger helps to balance the energy. Breathing into your belly. Letting go effortlessly. Feeling the rain. Feeling that natural essence of life. Cleansing, nourishing. We embrace it, we appreciate it. We relax our hands, our wrists, our forearms, shoulders are back but resting down. Chin is parallel to the ground. Finding the balance in your neck. Trusting. Gentle manipulation of the wind. Relaxing your face, your jaw, your cheeks, your eyes and your temples. Letting go of your forehead. Feeling the wind wash everything away. The sun on your face. Relaxing all the way through your core, finding that balance. Focusing your eyes behind your eyebrow. Bringing your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Just gentle. You're controlling everything you can about you right now. And in meditation, in a meditative way of being, you control you. With this, we learn the power of right now. We're experiencing peace, joy, calmness right now. We trust that everything's okay. It's okay right now. Listen to the birds. They're singing their song. Any thoughts come, just let them go. They're not important right now. Right now, I'm just focused on being the way I want to be. Scan your body, let go of any tension. Recenter your breath. Wiggling your fingers a little bit. Breathing in a cool breeze. Consider moving your wrists. Move your toes and ankles a little bit.
right now.
Pretty awesome, huh?
Feels so good. That's amazing. That was so nice.
Well, thank you for coming to Hawkshaven.
Thank you.
When we complete a yoga practice, it's customary to say namaste. It means the light within me appreciates and acknowledges the light within you.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you, Rod. That was amazing.